well, we've got a fundamentalist Christian, cult-following prime minister. Hillsong is a cult, right?
Yeah. Oh,
And he's a part of
dude, I don't debate it. I don't debate it. Yeah.
Like, we're leaning more and more towards fundamentalist. The world is actually. Like,
Yeah.
look at Trump and his
Loud
supporters.
minority,
They're
bro.
all
It's the loud minority. Like it's the but that's always been the way. The silent majority. They fucking look at Germany, man.
Yeah.
Nazi Germany. They weren't all believing in this shit, but like this is It's always been the way.
Yeah.
Always.
Crazy. Dude.
It's
Comfy. Sorry.
No, you're all, bro. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
the
look,
whole
as far as the
world's going into
fundamentalism,
it.
I think we're moving, but we're also moving in the right direction as far as like the good old theisms, When you go back, we were the poly, I'm stealing here, from the master Hitch, like this is not
Just
me,
Hitchens?
Hitchens, basically is just goes along the lines of we were polytheists and had our multiple gods, and then we moved down to the monotheism, so there is one true God, and we're moving, the numbers progressively getting better before it gets to the good old zero, and everyone wakes the fuck up.
Yeah, but if we're headed in that direction, why are we being run, like you said, the silent minority, right?
Yeah, but
Putting them into power,
look, there's the division of religious and state here. Like it's. I mean, I know. You're gonna say, well, Christmas, but yes, and I agree.
That's a holiday, It's. I'm not going about the Christmas. No one really cares, but like funding towards private schools and everything.
Oh, dude, why are they tax exempt for starters?
Yes.
Okay. Why? Like, I know. I had a good mate McCooley down in Sydney, and he was telling me that his missus got really wrapped up in a church. We won't go too far into the area of Roselands, Beverly Hills, but there was a church surrounding that basically had something like 13 houses, investment properties.
Yeah.
So when they go in and they do the plates, and everyone goes in and pays their tithing and their 10% and beyond, and they do the collection, they go in and do a tally up. And he went to one of the meetings, and they were talking about how many houses they're now ready to buy their next house, and he's just like, what the is going on here? Like, at what point do we start going, okay, well, enough houses are enough houses, and how about now we can figure out, we can run a profit margin, we can do maintenance, we can pay staff, we can do everything with 6 houses, and the rest of the money goes into sponsoring children, or sponsoring or aiding in research, something, rather than just another investment property.
Yeah.
Because that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And then they're exempt from tax. Come on, man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? So, have you ever seen Pastafarians?
Yeah.
Bro, New Zealand, it's legit. First wedding in the world.
Yeah.
And
Colander on the head. Yeah.
And they and then the whole sort of what is
Has that headed off into some type of like mainstream religion though now? Because like they've got like they go and have sermons and this and that. They have their songs. Seriously, they get together and they
Yeah, well, it's only 2 or 3 countries or 4 countries that it's actually.
Yeah.
It's a.
It started off as a piss take, but slowly turning into.
Yeah, have you heard some of the shit about it? Like the whole sort of, okay, well, they're pirates.
Yeah.
That's where there's pirates, there's less carbon emissions and things like that. And these are all facts that you can check, and they are, yes, circumstantial, but they are facts. Yes, okay, there's more pirates in this region, and this region pollutes the world to the least degree. Like, oh my God, that's circumstantial, but fuck, it's, that with the quantum, what is it, they use string theory or something, or to come up with the spaghetti monster.
Okay.
Because that's their leader, the spaghetti monster in the sky.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So. Well, it's pretty much the whole thought process behind that was, well, you're saying that he's this, why couldn't he be this?
Yes.
Is what this dude, and it's based on the Bible. It's just changed stuff from the Bible, the book of the flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's based off the Bible, right? But with their twist to it. Yeah, so why couldn't their one be the true word of God?
No, it's 100%.
You know, like...
Oh, do you remember Hormus from the casino, Hormy?
Yeah, the biggest guy.
He's solid unit, I suppose. A bit shorter.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Heavy lunger. Loved his lungers, but man, smoked with so much spinner. It was like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
We'd have to do a separate mix. My God, he put in like a tobacco and a half to a tin to a stick. Like, what are you doing? Get away from me. But anyway, I remember having a conversation with him because I was, 21 at the time or something, and talking to a dude he would have been, nearly 30 odd at this stage, late 20s. And then, and his background too, not just this simplified suburban Aussie boy, He's got a bit more of a demographic and story to tell with the history and the background because of his parents.
Yeah.
So, I remember talking to him when I first found out about L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology.
Yeah.
And I just said, about the whole sort of, the aliens that have been cast into Earth's volcanoes and fucking the whole blah, 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 the start of the story. And I said, how fucking ridiculous, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how is this? And he goes, what, more ridiculous than someone who, flew on a winged donkey to the moon? Or someone who died and 3 days later pushed a boulder, jacked, and then, just glided up into heaven, or a holy cow.
Travelled to a different city overnight, sleeping, and was able to recite whatever you saw there perfectly to a T.
What's more ridiculous?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And now and I think that's part of the problem, man. We're like blind faith. I talked to a couple of my man. I got a really good mate, a fat man. I love him. Shout out, dude. I love him to death. And he's a smart dude, much smarter than me. But he's very religious.
Wow. And
I feel like I just think, now I'm at a stage where I just think, well, fuck, I love the dude. I don't give a fuck what you believe in, you know what I mean? But I feel, man, you're an intelligent dude. How do you feel the need, whatever it is, whether it's just because it's been ingrained and, that Middle Eastern background and for so long, whatever reason. And some people, it's just the sheer fact they need it. They need to feel like they're a part of the big God's plan, whether it's self-indulgent or whatever you fucking need to stroke the ego, whatever it is, to fill the void or make it feel better. Or I can understand about the communal feeling because it's good to go and where everyone sort of have that common goal. But then when you walk out of church, half the women will be there or blokes will be there going, just see what such and such wore, or, oh my God, she said this. It's totally opposite to what we kind of got here and what we invested in, And then you look at some of the biggest lunatics, like some of the guys I love fight, and they're religious fanatics, but they're then lunatics. It's like you go from one or the other. You go from this trying to be so peaceful that you have a brain snap. You want to preach God, but then you do shit that is so ungodly. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's either Satan's influence or we are simple humans or this, I'm trying as a human to, find through God and his powers put me here. Man, the amount of fighters I've been put here because of him, it's like, no, mate, he didn't put you. You work your ass off to get there, champ. Yeah, your mum and dad got together and boom, they got it on, and this is what happened.